Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today, we're gonna see 8 of the 40 most used ingredient in perfumery. So this is part 4 out of 5, and if you want to see the other video, there's a whole playlist with all those other videos. So we're gonna start with Jasmine, and this one is a natural ingredient, and it's Jasmine Absolute. So in the book, example it gives is Joy by Jean Patou, and it's also saying that there's now a lot of time that the note of jasmine will be actually some other aroma chemical and not actual jasmine. So, since it's something natural and it's something that's kind of itself, it smells like jasmine because that's what it is jasmine. But I would describe it, it smells almost like a banana, like a floral, but it smells a bit like banana. And not like a banana that you'll get in the market, but you know, the banana flavor that will be in some stuff. Pretty much how I would describe it. In the book, it says that it's deep, sweet, jasmine, and narcotic. And for many people, this is an animalic side to this flower. I would say a little bit like oud is called an animalic note, even though it doesn't come from an animal. It's the same with jasmine. Next ingredient is Képhalis. And Képhalis, it's called Modern Wood and Amber. And it's in the perfume Yoji Homme by Yoji Yamamoto. And it says that it's still popular and current perfume release. That smell reminds me a lot of Tobacco Vanille and Velvet Titty by MAC. I would say it's probably the primary ingredient in both of those perfumes. It says that it's modern wood and amber, but it reminds me a lot more of tobacco than wood and amber. We'll still say that there's woody aspect, but it's the same way that dry tobacco is somehow woody or related to woody notes. I'm getting some amber to it also. Now description is rich, warm, wood, amberian tobacco. And I would see this used in tobacco notes a lot, and probably also in some ambery accord. But for me, it's more of a tobacco note than amber. Next ingredient is leaf alcohol, and the example they give is Charlie by Revlon. Also in Diorissimo, which was the first perfume to use it. On the bottle, it says that it's called Hexenol 3-6. So I don't get really much of an alcohol smell into it, but I really get a leaf smell. It smells a bit like grass, like a tree leaf. I would see this being used in a clover accord. It smells really green, really like leaf and grass. It's the best way I can describe it. In the book, it says that a green foliage, fresh, oily cut grass. I don't get anything oily, but that's definitely not dry. It's more like a wet grass than a dry grass. The oily that they're saying, that's what it is. Next ingredient is Lilial, and it also is called Modern Mugue. The prime example they're giving is Eternity for Women by Calvin Klein. It says that it's also used in really high quantity in the Zest soap. There's a little bit of it in Paco Rabanne pour Homme, which was the first perfume that used it. And there's a perfume called Calix by Prescriptive that also use it. So I would say that it's a sweet floral smell, maybe a bit powdery, but not so much. In the book, it says that the smell is floral, muguet, watery, and green. And I would get the green. I would say that it smells like those little flowers that you find in the field and in places or in your grass. And when you smell it, it doesn't smell much. Flowers, it doesn't have a huge, strong smell. I'm picking up some spiciness to it. I wouldn't say that it's spicy, but I would say that it will be a flower that will be nice with spicy note like cinnamon. Someone that would want to make a spicy floral accord, that will be a good ingredient to either blend everything or to just use for that. Next ingredient is linalool, and linalool, the example they give is Timbuktu by L'Artisan Parfumeur. There's also rosewood, no, it's synthesized from rosewood. And this ingredient is probably the most used ingredient in perfumery. Not the one, but like at least in the top 5. And if you take any perfume box, I have 3 next to me, you're most likely gonna find linalool written there. Like Polo Black has linalool, and it's just randomly 3 boxes that like they're the perfume I'm gonna review this week. And this one too has linalool. It might be a bit harder to see this one. And this one too. So out of 3 randomly or semi-randomly picked box, all of them have linalool. So you might not know exactly what it smells because they don't have a lot of linalool. It's not what makes a whole scent, but it's used everywhere. The smell of linalool, I feel it's extremely similar to lavender. It's not like all that lavender smell. It will be kind of an incomplete lavender smell, but it really is reminiscent to lavender. I know it's inside of lavender and rosemary also. There's a little something of rosemary also, but it barely. And the note description is floral, sweet, woody, and green. And I would say it's not like super sweet, but if you say with like green and floral, it's a bit sweet. I would say it's kind of a sweet lavender in a way. Next ingredient is liral, and liral is used in Jus, famous Jus. It's used also in Red Door by Ardennes, and it's used in a lot of soap in high concentration nowadays, and it's used a lot also in the shampoo Pert. This smell is really soft. I would say it's a soft flower smell. It smells a lot like Lilial, but there's no green aspect. It's only floral, not aquatic, but kind of feels like an aquatic flower. And there's no description on the note in the book. Next ingredient is Mandarinaldehyde. That's also called E2 dodecanol. It's used in the perfume Signoricci 2 by Nina Ricci. Traditionally, it was used in the Eau Fraiche type of perfume, which is in lesser concentration than an Eau de Cologne. And it's because it's a powerful smell. And it says that mixed with Edion is what is the usual fresh fragrance. Finally, it says that 1% of the ingredient, if it's 1% of the ingredient, will do a noticeable effect. And Signoricci is the only example they give that use 5% of it. I would say this is the strongest smell that I smelled this week in all those little vials. It smells like a green mandarin, like really green, like that's starting to form. Never smelled a green mandarin on the tree, but it's what I think it would smell. In the note description it says that it smells like bitter orange, mandarin, and coriander. And I was really focusing on the citrus aspect of it, but now that I see coriander, it does smell coriander. I think it's nice. Could be interesting to make something really green accord with this. So finally, last ingredient today is Melonal, which is used in Polo Sport for women. It says that first time it was used it's in Eden by Cacciarella. Also used in Cool Water Fern for women and Polo Sport for women. And it's part of the aquatic accord. So without giving an example, if you know any aquatic fragrance, there's most likely going to be Melonal in some concentration in the fragrance. I would say that this ingredient also has a strong smell, and I would say it smells a little bit like industrial glue. Not like strongly, but a little bit. It smells a lot like cantaloupe also. A little bit like honeydew. Got really a melon smell. In the note description it says that it's powerful green melon and cucumber aspect, and I get some like cucumber aspect. I get what they mean, but for me it's not so much of a cucumber smell. I imagine with other stuff in the accord the cucumber aspect might be more apparent, but it's not such of a cucumber fragrance or cucumber ingredient. It's really melon and maybe a little bit of a glue smell, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, well, like and share. And if you tried any of these ingredients, if you smelled them before, tell me also what they remind you of and which one is your favorite. So thanks for watching, and see you soon.